When it comes to the animation industry, there's no goofier company than Blue Sky Studios. A company that would go from proving itself to be a big player in the industry, all the way to releasing Spider-Man Will Smith's spy movie.
I can see my butt and your face at the same time.
Point is, on one hand, they'll release some movies that could stand the test of time and become pillars of the industry, but eventually their quality control became Ferdinand. However, I firmly believe that one film of their entire lineage has more sauce, more heart, and more buck than any other animated film ever produced. That, of course, being robots, and also Ice Age 3: Dawn of the Dinosaurs. You might be wondering why I'm starting with the third one and not just going in order. You know, I could have started with the fourth one, but if you're gonna be a dick about it. But I thought, let's take a look at this childhood classic and see whether it holds up to this day and whether I should have my keister firmly planted for Ice Age 6, the movie that they replaced Star Wars to have. This is good. But before we do that, a quick word from today's sponsor, Factor, which is of course a prepared food service that sends fresh meals straight to your doorstep. Factor's food is never frozen and is approved by dietitians and handcrafted by chefs, and is ready after only 2 minutes in the microwave. Awesome for if you have a tight schedule and can't necessarily spend all day planning out your meals, or go to the grocery store and spend all your time and money trying to pick out everything. And they have over 35 different meals to choose from every week, including things like keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more, so you're never gonna really run out of things to try. Since they've become a good partner with the channel, I've absolutely adored their meals, and all the different variety with things they offer that I thought I'd never even really try.
That's pretty good.
But me and the whole family ended up enjoying dearly. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50bulba to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50bulba at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Thanks once more to Factor for sponsoring, and let's get right into the Ice Age. You see, the difference between Ice Age is that Factor's meals, they're never frozen.
Let it go.
So after the 20th Century Fox intro, we get right into the action, where we see this finger with a rotted nail poking around, as well as Scrat, who's on a perilous journey to receive his nut. But as he climbs up the cliff, he sees it's nowhere to be found, but instead he finds, oh god fucking damn it, the treatment this damn dirty rodent gets on the internet is worse than the damn Rio girl bird. You know, right here I was gonna read some of the section from the Ice Age 3 wiki, but it's so goddamn explicit I can't do it, I'm being genuine. You know what, while I'm recording this I changed my mind, fuck it, let's do it. In Dawn of the Dinosaurs, when Scrat and Scrate are dancing, after she kicks Scrat in the nuts, she makes a cute moaning sound and then rubs her bottom on Scrat's face. In the process, Scrat smiles at Scrate, which gives the viewer a clue that her booty's really soft. Someone will die tonight. I will also show you this comment. I'm just glad Scrat put her in her place and got his eggcorn. Question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark. They knew what they were doing with this character. But as Scrat is infatuated by the fat rat, he snaps out of it right as he sees that she's got his damn nut. But she signed a prenup, so he takes back what's rightfully his. And as she starts crying, he feels bad and is about to give up the nut, but instead just yeets her off a cliff. But he again feels bad and it's like, man, she's gonna die. So he rushes in to save her, and as she grabs the nut, they have a tender moment. However, it's cut off because you lying piece of bitch! And as Scrat plummets to the ground, he makes a statement to release Coyote vs. Acme, and he doesn't even get a second to recompose himself, and he's already getting pummeled by our main cast, as Manfred himself is rushing back home, proclaiming that the baby is coming. And as he gets knocked off a cliff, Sid slaps his ass and finds Ellie safe and sound, crisis averted. Okay, so I should probably just I guess recap the first two movies' status quos real quick, I guess. So, the first one is, Sid and Manny and Diego, they go to the human village, and they find the baby everybody hated, 4 years ago, and they redeliver it. And the second one...
Alright, guys, y'all ready to watch Ice Age the Meltdown?
What? Why?
The world's, melting, and they're on a way to, save themselves with this big, Noah's Ark boat. And then they find these two possums, one's voiced by Drake and Josh, as well as the start of the cliche Blue Sky character getting a love interest that's just a gender swap version of themselves, with this one being Ellie the woolly mammoth, voiced by Queen Latifah. And they all go to the Mega Freddy Fazbear Pizza Plex to eat El Chip's authentic cuisine.
I only watched the original Ice Age.
I don't have the original Ice Age.
Well, then what am I doing here?
But cut to the present day, and Ellie is now expecting their child, after Manny's family was brutally taken from him by the humans in the first one off screen. I didn't know this, this until like 3 weeks ago when I rewatched the movie after like 10 years. I didn't know he had like a family before. This was news. This is me when my kids get killed by the North Sentinelese. But after another false alarm, everybody who was gathered to watch around, Jesus Christ, did they just want to watch? Cut to Diego, who's tracking his prey, and that is just like another sentient life form of like equal intelligence. Wouldn't like everybody get pissed at him for killing this dude? Doesn't matter anyway though, because after an epic chase, our boy gets tuckered out, and he just can't do it no more.
My hooves are burning, baby. They are burning. Oh, look at this. I got a tiptoe.
But as we cut back to the Mammoth Clan, Manny unleashes his surprise onto Ellie, being a nursery/playground that he made for their future little mammoth meatball, as he wants their child to play outside since the PS5 doesn't have any games. Also, how did he manage to intricately cut all these little ice pieces like Squid Game cookie? And then Ellie and Manny talk about their baby's future.
You can't change that.
Of course I can. I'm the biggest thing on Earth.
No, you're not. And Sid tries to touch something and immediately breaks because he sucks, as Diego walks off after his extreme failure.
To a girl, to a guy, that's like 6 months of therapy.
Don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't think it. And as Manny and Diego talk about their feelings, Diego reveals that he wants out, and out of like literally nowhere, he's just like, it's time for us to move on. And Manny gets rightfully pissed. Like, you after 2 movies, you're gonna do this? And as Sid walks away, what the hell is going on with his hands? Were these like this in the other what the? I never noticed this. What is going on here? And Sid tries to make his own family as he looks into the magic mirror from Snow White. I'm gonna be real, I think that the Shrek 1 magic mirror looks better. I'm being 100% genuine. But it cracks and sends him falling to his death, but he walks it off as he traverses the ice cave, and he finds all the princesses locked up.
Ice King. What?
But he also finds 3 eggs, Humpty Dumpty, Egg Boy 4, and Frumpty.
Before I left, I was mentally unwell in a number of ways, not to mention entitled and developmentally stagnant.
And to avoid Jonachrome coming back to claim his prize, Sid takes the eggs. And as he tries to lug them up the hill, cartoon violence ensues, with all the eggs tumbling down the hill, and we get a fun chase scene. And it's funny because it's like an entire minute long. Like, how big is this hill? Jesus. And Sid gets launched sky high and assumes one of the eggs is a goner. But Ellie comes in with the clean save. And as Sid introduces his one family to his other family, Manny's again rightfully pissed and tells Sid to go and take back the eggs.
You're gonna meet a nice girl with low standards, no real options.
And Sid is so offended, he goes back to live in the ice. How the hell did the voice-to-text option on Google Docs read Sid as Penn State? The hell?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how old should you be to stay away from Penn State?
And he finds a nice place to sit with his unborn children, and we get this nice camera shot. What the actual hell? But we then get a massive roar coming out of the hole that Sid dug, and there's only one thing it could possibly be. And as Sid wakes up, he finds all of his children were smashed with a baseball bat, but now there's a bunch of tiny dinosaurs. Smelly, Belly, and Carl. So Sid and the gang have a fun little montage as the absolutely iconic song Everybody Walk the Dinosaur starts playing, which I didn't know was like a real actual song from years before the movie. I thought it was birthed just for Ice Age. In reality, it's just a cover done by Queen Latifah Ice Age lady. So yeah, I'm gonna say my bad on that one. But then all the dinosaurs start licking his chops. In the last minute, we've had like 2 fetishes. But then Sid's children are hungry, so he puts down a part of their shell underneath an animal to collect its piss. That's 3, what the hell?
I thought you were a female!
But then Mutahar and Nux Taku hop into a call to watch some Scrate videos, until she starts tussling with Scrat, and they both get caught in the tar bubble, and they break up in order to chase after the nut. And as Scrate's about to grab it for herself, Scrat disobeys the laws of physics, which is something that he likes to do a lot, and it's always really funny, and I appreciate it. But he pops a hole in the air bubble, making it close in on him, and what the hell, foreshadowing. But his bubble bursts, and he falls directly into the center of the earth. Then cut back to Sid and his children, who are staring out at the playground that Manny invented. And Sid at first won't let them in, but then changes his mind, and oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. All the other kids start bum rushing the playground and wreak havoc. And on top of everything, the dinosaurs start kicking ass.
Ronald!
Bro, Ronald is fucking done. And all the dinosaurs start trying to eat all the other children and actually succeed. And Sid tries and fails to calm the storm. And we cut back to Manny and Ellie, and oh, hey, Ronald.
Who is it, Steve?
If you don't spit out little Johnny, we're leaving the playground this instant. Well, there we are.
But as one of the little idiots runs away, he destroys Ellie and Manny's future child. And Manny's rightfully pissed again. Yeah, and he also demands that Sid bring his children back to where he found them this instant, mister. But he doesn't have time since the end of days come before us. As a fucking cool-ass fucking T-Rex comes in. Bad day for train enjoyers. Also, I need to explain something right now. So Crash and, like, Ernie, whatever the fuck his name is, they both cling onto Ellie's tusks and slam into each other right here. But in the next shot, they're, like, way further apart, and it's like, it's like not where they were originally. And I almost thought this was gonna make sense because if you look in this shot, they're much closer to the end of Ellie's tusks. But in the shot right before their fall, they're in the middle of Ellie's tusks, which are further apart. So this wouldn't have made any goddamn sense. It pisses me off. I am writing a strongly worded letter to the abandoned Blue Sky studio. But Sid attempts to hide his children in a cave. Get to the cave! And May says that nobody should move a muscle and like, how does he know this? Does he watch Animal Planet? Wait, I mentioned Animal Planet. Wait, Finding Bigfoot clips, go.
Jamie snuck out of her house Saturday looking for a little excitement, but she got way more than she was expecting.
But one of the baby dinosaurs starts crying, alerting the mama. And then she comes to collect her kids, but Sid peacefully protests.
She's their mother!
How do I know she's their mother?
What do you want, a birth certificate? She's a dinosaur!
Look, these are my kids!
So after the doctor gets disrespected, we cut back to Diego, who sees the giant T-Rex and is all like,
Sid?
yeah, that's what I would be most confused about in this situation, not the dinosaur. And as our gang follow the dino tracks, they find a big hole. And May's like, yeah, Ellie, you shouldn't go in there. You're kind of like holding our child. And then she's just like, nah, and he's like, okay. And as they climb the skeleton of the whale, Manny says that they need a code for when the baby's coming, and he comes up with peaches.
Round is good. Round is foxy.
But as our gang step right into the bright light, we see the land of dinosaurs from Disney World.
Dino-Rama, the dinosaur shit, baby! Cody. Yeah? Does the dinosaur have a penis?
Approximately 30 minutes into the movie, yeah, they don't tell you in college it takes half an hour for Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs to actually get to the dinosaur world. And then a big whatever the hell, hold on, wait, Jurassic Park wiki time. That's an Ankylosaurus. Motherfucker! Dude, I got banned for 2 weeks for this. But it tries to turn them into a statistic, and Diego swoops in out of nowhere. And as they all get cornered, its tail gets stuck in a tree, and they're saved temporarily. And Ellie grabs hold of Bronchosaurus and yabba dabba doos all over this sumbitch. I'm not joking, she actually says yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo!
Do these MFs just have cable? Wait, I mentioned TV. Again. More Finding Bigfoot clips.
The smell is reported fairly common by witnesses that have been in tight quarters with a squad.
And as they land, they find themselves surrounded by a bunch of dinosaurs. And they hear the mating call of this crazy MF, being none other than Buck, our hero. Voiced by Huey's dad.
You're not Huey.
Free NBA young boy!
Who smoke bombs these MFs like Batman and makes his getaway, hiding in this pond and giving us the hardest shot in fiction, as well as having the others hide in very creative ways.
It's a sunflower!
And Buck introduces himself and tells them all to go home, saying that Sid is 100% entirely dead. And Manny agrees again, rightfully, he's not missed, but Ellie most definitely refuses.
A woman in the military.
And Diego finds some tracks of the dinosaur kind, and Buck licks up the dirt and is able to determine that it's a mama dinosaur, 3 babies, and some kind of floppy green thing.
You got all that from the tracks?
No, not really. I saw him come through here earlier.
And Simon Pegg tells the gang that they're on the way to Lava Falls, and that they'll have to traverse through thick and thin to get there, and warns them about the beast. And then we get this really good moment with Buck that I like a lot. Now we cut back to the Scratch subplot where he's stuck in this tree, but he tries to grab his nut and it works out really well. And as he falls, he lands just in front of the nut as he's about to barely grab it, and it gets stuck to his chest. And then, oh Jesus Christ, no, I don't like this, wait. And after our home-wrecking hoe grabs our man's nut and rips the hell off.
We're on a mission from God.
The gang are traversing through the forest of death. And Manny thinks that Ellie's hungry, so he grabs this tender fruit, despite Diego warning him it's probably a bad idea. Like, not even because of the fact it looks like some sort of trap or something. Like, why would you just, like, go into a forest and then just eat a random fruit that you found? And Vine grabs our boys and Fresh Avocados, as they're stuck in the giant bulbous flower, and there's no hope for them to escape other than the fact that Buck is here.
It's time to get Buck.
And he hops into the bulb and finds the control panel. And I mean, like, it's an actual control panel, like, it's literally just wires in here. And he instinctively cuts the red one and it backfires spectacularly, filling up immediately with Buck dropping his most epic blade, barely holding on for dear life while trying to cut the blue wire, in one of the most tense scenes ever put to the silver screen. And as they're released from their prison, they realize that they need Buck in order to find the floppy Sid. And he agrees, but under 3 rules. 1, always listen to Buck. 2, stay in the middle of the trail. And 3,
he who has gas travels at the back of the pack.
Cut to Sid, who's being taken away by the dinosaur. And as all the babies get put down, the mother wants nothing more than Sid's flesh, so she attempts to anti-existence control Z Game and our boy. However, the babies protest as they've known him 12 hours. And as we go back to the herd, Buck tells Crash and Eddie that Rudy is absolutely ruthless, and that wandering into his domain would be an uncertain doom.
Get off my lawn! Go on, shoo! I knew that guy when he was a caterpillar. You know, before he came out.
And Buck has to take a very serious call from his ladybug phone from Diary of a Wimpy Kid as they make their way to the chasm of death. And they hop onto this dinosaur ribcage in order to make it across. And after Ellie successfully gets down, the others must follow. But Manny's fat ass gets stuck on the ride and they gotta use butter. And Buck told them not to breathe in the deadly gas, but they can't hold it in much longer, as they all start to breathe in the toxic fumes, but it turns out it's not actually poison, they're all just laughing hysterically. But all the other MFs died laughing.
We're trying to save Sid, and now we're all gonna die!
So as Buck comes in to try to save them, he gets coochie cooed and falls victim to the gas, leaving Ellie to have to save them all.
You wet my bed?
That was gas talk, dude.
What do you mean bed? Do you guys have beds? I thought you'd sleep on like dirt. Wait, no, they're possums. They don't even have beds. What the hell are you talking about? They're just pissing in his mouth or something? Cut back to the Sid family and he tries to feed them vegetables, which the T-Rex babies refuse. Based-ass dinosaur moment. Fuck them vegetables. But then Sid's like, you gotta eat your vegetables. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I want a real man's meal. And the dinosaurs want to eat our feathered friend here, but Sid tries to save it, but yeah. And as the mama dino hears a roar in the distance, she's absolutely terrified, so she grabs the kids and leaves, which could only mean one thing. Holy shit. But speaking of, as the herd camps out for the night, Bucky tells his events of the story of Rudy. In this scene, that's literally the hardest shit I have ever seen. Like, my man gets his eye gouged out by the white demon, and he has to climb up this tree above the clouds to escape, as the glowing white shadow emerges from a raging cloud, swallowing him whole.
Were you killed?
Sadly, yes. But I lived.
But as Buck is about to be digested, he climbs into the gullet and swings back and forth on the uvula until he's free.
Back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth.
Harvesting Rudy's tooth as a trophy. But as our gang sleeps, Rudy roars as Buck wishes him good night.
This guy's a liar.
And meanwhile, Sid is accepted into the T-Rex family. And also, while that's happening, Manny has a dream about Ellie, where she gets eaten alive. How fun. And he admits that if he was just a better friend to Sid, he wouldn't be in this situation. He's just, like, wrong, though. He was very justified in everything he said, and he ruined everything. Sid was being kind of a shit stick. And on to more Scrat Yowie. The two start dancing as they're fighting over the eggcorn, and it's a very wholesome Denny's moment. And as she kicks Scrat in the nuts just like the wiki foretold, Scrat tries to grab the nut and fly away, but bonks into a wall, leaving Scrat as the sole survivor. And as the team wakes up, they find a dinosaur crime scene, with the disgusting vegetables disposed of and destroyed like they should be, and Buck hatches an epic game theory. Number 1, the dinosaur tries to kill Sid, but it's unsuccessful when Sid claps back with a broccoli. Or number 2, post-Ice Age survival logbook release, the dinosaur ate Sid and just left the broccoli there. But they realized that neither of those could be true, and MatPat's just a fraud.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need.
Also, Rudy was here and he wrecked shit up. And then we go right back to Scrat and Scrate. I thought there had to be like at least like 2-3 scenes before every Scrat and Scrate scene. We have rules? But Scrat has the same dilemma every man has once in their lifetime, to choose between a real girl or the nut. But like a true Hustlers grad, Scrap realizes that nutting isn't always the answer. In fact, sometimes you need the presence of a real woman. So he decides to get that squirrelussy. God, I fucking hate everything. Why did I say that? Going back to the gang, we find them on the cusp of the rocky terrain, while raptors find them and start fucking around. And we cut back to Sid, and Jesus Christ, can we stay in one goddamn place? I'm losing my marbles. But Sid wakes up to the dinosaurs on the move, and as they leave him behind, he wonders what could possibly be down here that's worse than the T-Rex. But he gets his goddamn answer.
Hi, neighbor.
But even worse than Tiny Build, the baby's coming! And as Buck takes the possums with him to go find Sid, Manny and Diego gotta get up to Ellie's marker. Meanwhile, Sid's just trying not to become a splatter mark, and Sid is forced to get onto these plates, going down a magma river that looks like Grumble Volcano from Mario Kart, and the twins jump off of a cliff but land on a pterodactyl. And meanwhile, Diego and Manny are just trying to protect Ellie from certain doom, and we get this baller-ass moment where Diego's just fading out like the beginning, but he locks the fuck in and gets a move on, and he curb stops this MF right out the building.
It's just a contraction.
No!
That's a lovely screenshot of Ellie, gotta say. And the others find Sid dangling from the firefalls, and as they swoop in, even more pterodactyls see them and want to rip them limb from limb. Jesus, give my boys a break. Say that again about Rapunzel and you're gonna regret it, Mother Gothel. But the pterodactyls have a unified air force just like Snoopy movie, and May kicks the asses of like half the velociraptors because he's just that guy, while Diego tussles with the velociraptors above. And as Sid is about to join the ancestors, our boys are hit and are spiraling out of control, and Buck has to pyro-inflation the bird in order to make it go again, which he's just barely successful, and the trio are saved, and they're able to prevent the end of Sid the Sloth, grabbing him with the pterodactyl's talons as they traverse the treacherous turbulence. And Sid's sad he never got to say goodbye to his family he's had for 38 hours.
I can't do it.
Just one more big push.
Okay, forget I said that.
And as the Manny Council holds strong, they fend off the good dinosaur and Manny gets pulled up to see his kin join the lobby. This little Beanie Boo looking motherfucker gets squirted out and Manny's all here for it. And they all have a cry over the new herd member. As Sid drops in after Buck collected his reboot.
Oh, it's a boy.
That's its tail.
It's a girl.
I really appreciate the way that joke was delivered. I like that a lot.
I've forgotten what it was like to be part of a family. What about you? Ever thought about having kids?
Yo, our man freaky. But after that life-changing experience, we get a better one. Why does the outline of this stick formation look like Woodstock? But we cut to our little furry squirrel birds having the time of their lives, running around and living their best life together, as the acorn is watching in pure sadness, as it washes up to the shore, giving us this baller-ass shot. Make this an album cover, goddammit. But as the crew heads back up to the overworld after mining for a bit, they thank Buck for everything that he's done. But then, oh Jesus, he's right behind me, is it? Rudy steps out of the shadows and unleashes his mighty roar, and this MF about to devour the earth. And bro is just the Indominus Rex, like 6 years before the damn movie came out. And the Indominus Rex is like the coolest goddamn thing ever, which makes Rudy the goddamn coolest thing ever. But as he corners everyone in 2 seconds because he's such an asshole, Buck steps in to taunt the damn monster, and he runs off telling the rest to escape. But our OG trio lock in and go to help Buck, and as our boys are getting pinned down, he makes a baller-ass move.
Pop goes the weasel!
King Carter will burn for eternity.
But it doesn't matter because he's about to be digested when Diego swoops in, and they all do an Empire Strikes Back to pull Rudy down, as we get the horriest shot of all time. And Buck admits that won't hold him for long and he's gotta move. But then Sid fucks everything up and unleashes Rudy back into the world once more, and as he's about to become another meal, the T-Rex comes in at just like the ending of Jurassic World. Let's fucking go! And the T-Rex shoves our MF into a tree and down a cliff, catering towards his death. And afterwards, Sid finally gets to say goodbye to his children, in a very heartfelt and emotional scene, where even the mama dino comes around to Sid in the end, and they all walk off into the sunset. And then Buck's like, what now? His entire life's motive is over, and the herd says, why don't you come stay with us? And Buck just looks at them and smiles, as I don't know, is that a yes? And as Buck looks out one last time to the world that he once called home, he plants down his Rudy Tooth blade in a symbolism of moving on. That is, until he hears Rudy's roar calling for him in the distance, which means it ain't over yet. So as the herd heads back home, he does too. And the tunnel closes as Diego swoops out at the last second, closing off both worlds forever. Meaning that Peaches will be able to grow up without the fear of being eaten by a goddamn Trinosaura. And also, she just looks so fuck-ass. What is this franchise's deal? Can they make one good baby model? Doesn't matter anyway, because she's gonna get denied citizenship because she wasn't actually born here. And the gang reminisce on their past and future, and we get some wholesome baby moments in the hardest line in all of animation history.
Welcome to the Ice Age.
Yes! And we fade out to the rebuilt playground and like, Jesus Christ, look at it, Jesus, oh my God. And as we see Buck back at it again with Rudy, our cute couple are moving in together, as the squirrel girl's being a bitch and won't decide where the hell she wants the damn couch. And our boy's now a married man, realizing that this is his entire future, so he looks out to the heavens and finds it. The nut. And he realizes he ain't doing this shit. So he sneaks out to the clam to have a good old hardened nut.
No! No!
That is until the missus finds out and it becomes the exact same thing it was 40 minutes ago, with her planting it into the ground and lava spewing out from underneath, rocketing them into the stratosphere. And the two climb up the rocketing nut spiral as they both grab hold of the stem and look into each other's eyes. But Scrat's an absolute G and has his priorities set in stone as he rockets towards the surface, nut in tow, and brags to his mistress down under. That is until the ice comes back and steals his nut away from him, ending his story. And then, of course, we get the credits with the iconic song Walk Like a Dinosaur back in action. And I mean, like, name a more nostalgic animated movie song. You can't. Don't Stay Home. What the hell is going on with the legs of this Velociraptor? What the fuck?
Give me some feed.
I fell down a flight of stairs this morning. That's about it from my end.
And there you go. There's Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. You know, for starting out with the third film, this one's just such a nice and complete package. Like, every super main important character from the franchise is here and accounted for, and we don't have any of the bloating from the future entries. Like, this one doesn't have Drake Mammoth, and I'm legally required to tell you that's a bad thing. But this one has witty writing, nice characters, and just such an overall nice vibe. It's so happy and fun despite the fact that the characters are in peril like every 5 seconds. Though to be fair, that's not exclusive to this entry of the franchise. And I mean, like, yeah, the writing's kind of cringe sometimes, but like, you know, the nice cringe. You can never convince me that lines like, I liked you better when you were extinct are bad, I'd rather die. Plus, the dinosaurs were always the coolest thing ever. I surprisingly never really realized it until I was older, but every Ice Age movie tries to adapt some sort of thing from prehistoric times or some world-ending event. Stuff like ancient humans, the end of the Ice Age, Pangea, the asteroids colliding with Earth despite the fact that one was fucking stupid. Why the hell was Scrat an astronaut? What is this? So it only makes sense that at some point they do dinosaurs. And I mean, like, out of those, this is the only one that has the Indoraptor in it. So it's just bound to be the best. They do such a good job at showing off all the different species and all the different kinds of environments and cool attributes from the time period. And it's so funny because they didn't even try to make it, like, natural at all. I mean, it's literally just hollow Earth theory and the dinosaurs living in the core of the Earth. Like, how does the ice stay up? This is really funny. And nobody cares because it let us have Rudy, literally the coolest guy ever. Like I said, he's basically just an early version of the Indominus from Jurassic World. I mean, he's just a giant, big-ass white T-Rex with beating red eyes. You don't get cooler than this boy. And I mean, you get the whole ending where it's literally just the goddamn ending of the Jurassic World movie. It's so goddamn perfect. And it's also like the scene everybody gets pissed at from Jurassic Park 3. Guys, the T-Rex should have won. It's not like the Spinosaurus is, like, way bigger and has, like, actual arms and is, like, fucking massive. There's only 2 groups of people I discriminate towards on this planet. Disney Star Wars fans and people who think that the T-Rex should have won in Jurassic Park 3. But the only negative to Rudy is that he's only really in the movie for, like, 3 minutes. But at the same time, they did such a good job teasing him throughout. Like, I mean, just look at some of these shots. This MF is like the coldest badass alive, which he is. If you're putting dirt on Rudy's name, you're an op and I want you gone. And besides that, I think I need to mention how Buck is just an icon. Like, I don't even just say that, I got the facts to back it up. Like, he has so many lines in the film that I forgot about and they're just so genuinely hilarious looking back. Even as an adult, he still produces banger after banger. Plus, his whole backstory and relationship with Rudy is so awesome. God, I love dinosaurs. They're so cool. Going past the movie, though, I need to bring up the poster for this movie. Not because of it in general, but specifically this render of Manny. Jesus Christ, he is tweaking. I love this image so much, it's become iconic on the internet for a reason. They made him look like he just witnessed the worst travesty on planet Earth. The only image I've ever seen rival this one is that pic of Homelander. I mean, it makes sense that people took that image of the Poppy Playtime Brachiosaurus and put it in this. It works so damn well. But moving on, I need to bring up the marketing and promotion that arose from this movie. Like, for example, this shirt I found on Canadian eBay. And for 35 Canadian dollars, you can get this puppy, which features Scrat alongside a logo for the film, as well as this literal advertisement for the DVD on the back. If you want to be a walking billboard, buy this shirt, dear God. They were not even subtle with this, come on. Then there's, of course, the absolutely iconic popsicles, which had gummies wedged into them, officially dubbed the Slow Melt series, and this is just such a neat idea. I always hated how with the SpongeBob and Sonic bars and such, they had the gumballs, but like, how were you supposed to chew the gumballs and then also eat the popsicle before it melts? It was stupid. If you were a real one, you just spat those MFs out. But these actually had nice little gummies inside that were a neat idea to coincide with the film. Like, it's just the most wholesome and nostalgic product of all time. It just makes you want to go back. I mean, they're basically just a beloved artifact nowadays. And they came in 3 flavors, lemonade, strawberry, and cotton candy. Give me cotton candy anything and the world becomes okay.
Cold? You didn't heat these up?
No, you like them cold.
Besides that, though, there were like a billion games that were released for like every console ever. That being PC, DS, PS2, PS3, Wii, and 360. They made sure the Ice Age video game was a right, not a privilege. However, I also found this funny picture of what I guess was the app icon for the App Store version of this thing. That's it, I just think it was funny. And instead of trying to emulate one of these games and play them, which I've tried in like 3 separate videos and it never goddamn works, I'm looking at you, Snoopy the video game. I found Gmod assets for some of the characters from this movie, so I thought, let's just dick around in Gmod this time, screw it!
You're in the Green Hill Zone.
I might call it the Green Hill Zone. We're Ice Aging boys.
Hey Frank, wait Frankie, kill me, hold on. I got you, look at the shadow ragdoll.
Alright, this is gonna be good.
Watch
oh my
it,
god! Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh no! Oh yo, we got Scrat in the freaking game! Oh.
Take it! Take it!
He holds him! You! Alright, let me do Sid hostile.
Why is it so shitty?
Why is he like PS1 quality? Is he punching? Punch me. Do it.
I'm gonna give Sid a good gun, hold on.
You wanna fight? You wanna fight? You wanna do it? Alright. Oh, there's no more Sids. Oh god.
They're trying to shoot us, but they can't.
It's because they punk bitch.
Oh, these ones work.
No, oh god. This is like what it's like being executed in like British era.
Oh no!
This is the Sid firing squad they used to like kill treasoners.
I found him. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Holy
shit. He drank milk as a child. Hello.
Hello.
This is Camille Habib. No, you're gonna fight. Oh.
Make the little one fight the big one.
Why is one smaller? What did
why
they
doesn't
do?
the little Why does the big Rudy eat the little Rudy?
Cause he's hungry. This is Jurassic Park 3. Oh wait, there you go. Wait, he's eating him. Good. Finally, some good fucking food.
He's smoking.
He's smoking hot.
No, look at him.
He's on fire. He's actually on. Why is he combusting? What is going on?
The other one is too.
What are they doing? Why are they on fire?
The charred corpses of Rudy from Ice Age.
You'll need to take cover, and/or kill them. Those are your choices in life. Are you listening to me? Scrats. My beautiful Scrat army. What is this one? This one back here. This one doesn't get to live.
Why are you even playing a Scrat? You can't even see your player model.
Because I can. Because this is America.
Die!
Alright, wait, hold on. I think I figured it out. Oh no! Oh god! He is a slouching boy. Here, let me make an SMG4 video with Rudy.
Hey, Stinky!
When George Washington crossed the Delaware, he envisioned this for America. This is what it's about.
You're right.
The lightsaber. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do this. Wait, I forgot about the lightning. Oh god. Oh god. Call it the Green Hill Zone. I'm on fire. Yes! Take that! Yes! Scrat victory! I can be Scrat or realistic Scrat. This is good. Weapons. Lightsaber. Oh, let's do this.
What the f?
I have no idea what I just did. Sid is just OP. Alright, I have a really good game plan. Save me!
Why are you flying? That's just cheating.
I'm not cheating, I'm winning.
This is just cheating.
Wait, look at this one. He's like the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, he fell down. Hold on, wait, I have to see. He fell below the map. No, my boy. Hold on, let me pick up our boy. He's stuck within the walls. Oh, there we go, I got him. He falls like a goddamn atom bomb. No.
My name is Shadow the Hedgehog.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Your lust for power has driven you in endless circles.
Where are you? Face me.
You face me, you put fucking dinosaurs in the way.
I wasn't my fault. They were. Ah, this is the end of Hinderclaw. How am I winning this much?
You're impossible to hit. No, I mean like the Ice Age ones, they're broken.
Well, it sounds like, okay, well, the way he fell.
We gotta try this the old-fashioned way.
Oh god.
I like how Sid just has human arms. Ow, Jesus! Ah! No. Look at the pose he's doing. He's like posing.
Shadow the Hedgehog is the champion.
Now do the Sid. Do the Sid.
No good. No good. You see this? You see this bullshit? You see that bullshit? It's broken. I told you.
I see winning. That's what I see. I see Rudy and I see winning. Rudy makes me happy. The age of shadow is over. Reign in Sid the Snuff. Look, Sid. Why does Sid pose so well every time he dies? He's very anti-camera shy.
It's Shadow the
Look,
Hedgehog.
he's like, I'm like, every time he's in such a nice young pose. Ow! I'm trying to sound like something.
I'm Shadow the
There's only
Hedgehog.
one way to save myself. Oh. Oh, stop.
I wasn't trying to shoot you that time either. I was trying to shoot Rudy.
We're cooked. We're so cooked.
No.
Alright, I say we've got enough footage. How should we end this? That seems like a good spot to end it.
I like this render I found that has Scrat wearing 3D glasses and he got his hoe in the reflection like god damn! Adding this part in later because screw the video games, it turns out at Alton Towers, yes, the Sonic theme park, they had an Ice Age ride. It didn't seem to be that crazy, it was just like a 4D film like Shrek 4D, but this one had like elements and stuff like a 4DX film, I guess. However, it led to them having these awesome mascots at the park. Yes, that's just a nut with arms. However, most importantly, there was an Ice Age room you could book, which is literally the coolest thing ever. I want my children's ashes buried here. But this whole thing had awesome, really elaborate theming. Every Ice Age film on DVD to watch as you please. Manny and Diego watching you as you take a big massive shit. Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure for the PS4 hooked up. And plus they left you this Sid bag, which had a bunch of games and movies and stuff. Like Scrat's Nutty Adventure for the PS4. It's such an awesome thing looking back, as it's unfortunately now not available. In fact, it seems like it was just discontinued last year, which makes me sad. Though to be fair, it's basically the exact same thing now, just minus all the Ice Age characters and branding, which objectively makes it worthless. But at least we take solace in knowing this was one time at least a thing you could do. Also, this random family vlog channel I found with 18 subscribers that did a video going through this room, played the SML Playtime transition music.
Making my way downtown, fucking fast.
I also found this.
Chuck, the movie guy, he lost his goatee, but he's still fly.
But I think that marks the end of our adventure through the Cretaceous. Thank you very much for watching. It was an absolute blast to go through this nostalgic tale, and I hope you enjoyed very much. I'd like to say thanks to Factor for sponsoring once more, and thank you to everyone who bought the Scarlet the Cat plush. It didn't make the goal of 100, but we're just gonna leave it in stock until it hits that, so you've got plenty of time if you still want to get one. However, adding this part in later, we're gonna have to wait until it hits 70 to actually start the production, but we don't have any sort of time limit, so it's not going anywhere. I've been up literally all night writing this script. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm not joking. And the sun's probably gonna rise any minute and melt the Ice Age. So I'm gonna go have night time with my T-Rex wife and our kids. I made that sound really bad. Subscribe right now or I'm feeding you to Ice Age Collision Course. Jesus Christ, that movie was bad. I couldn't get past like 10 minutes. Buck started singing, it was over, bro.